We just went live. It wouldn't let me do the intro.
Oh, cool.
Okay,
So we're just live now. Okay.
It's all beautiful.
Here we are.
Love, laugh. God, Lee, you took me on full screen again. Stop doing whatever you're doing.
Dave, I thought you worked in IT, bud.
I did, but
doesn't work in the
even we have technical difficulties.
Anyway, guys, everybody, welcome to the Whiskey Rebellion. We don't sound very good tonight, apparently. We don't sing. You know what?
I think we didn't pay our bills. I think we didn't pay our bill.
Beautiful.
I think that's what's going on here.
But anyway, if you're on here, sorry we didn't have the intro music tonight. David, our resident IT specialist, couldn't figure it out, and so. But either way, we're all here. We're all doing it. I generally ask for subscribes and turn on notifications and all that, but this might not be a good time to do that. But anyway, hopefully everybody's doing better than I am. I've got a massive migraine trying to come on.
Wow.
This day has been I'm not gonna lie to you, this day has been crazy. I mean, there's been some good parts of the day. Definitely the last 35, 40 minutes have been pretty good, but there have been parts of this day that, oh my God, I got a complaint too today because I told this student exactly what my program director, she was like, I mean, sure, I'll switch you to another instructor, but another professor, but you're going to have to follow Dr. Lamont's plan. so still go with it. But anyway,
so you can run, but you can't hide.
Yeah, but anyway, guys, everybody, welcome to the show. I'm sorry if I seem a little down. It has been a long day in the term, in the semester, and it is just a nightmare right now. I've been working since I've been physically on the phone in class via virtually or in person with students all day long since 8 this morning.
Damn.
So I'm a little worn out, and but I will tell you this: we're cultivating minds, getting them all, doing this, that, and whatever. I've seen that the number one word of, oh, by the way, I'm doing this. I think I'm gonna go into I'm gonna leave social media with the exception of my TikTok because it's so G rated. Like my TikTok, like the feds could come in right now and look at my TikTok and be like, you know what? I'm okay with this. There's nothing on here you need to see.
It's vanilla. It is pretty
but if you get on my X, you might be going, that's questionable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kind of suspected that.
Wow.
We've got a comment from.
I don't know who that is. But anyway.
I don't know. They said hi. Well, hello there.
Hey. Right. You know what's funny? I seen that. Hey. I wanted to say crackhead.
Yeah, this show will not be making the same grade as your TikTok probably. This
No, absolutely not.
Did you see we have 29 viewers right now?
Yeah, I do see that. 31.
31. What the hell is going on here?
It's
It's like getting rid of the intro music. People are like, "Hey, what's this?"
Yeah, what is this?
This is not bad. How about
this is the free version of the show, guys.
Yeah. So anyway, but anyway, guys. So it's coming in May. This has been the driest April I've seen in Tennessee for a long time. I don't know how it is up there in West Virginia, but here in Tennessee, it is.
Hit or miss.
It has been dry, man. Like I feel
it's supposed to change tonight.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain tonight, but it's not supposed to storm. It's just supposed to rain, and we need a lot of rain. Like it's kind of bad. But anyway, we're moving into May. And so kind of the night show is about like, what are you looking for? Like what bourbons are out there you're thinking, man, I'd really like to see this. Some of the things I have seen out there that's coming about, the honey cask from Nelson Brothers just dropped. Mm-hmm. And so there'll be another one of those, another distillate in a few months. I can tell you that the Patels are selling it at high dollar here in Tennessee, $2.29 a bottle. I did not buy any because remember I'm trying this new thing called Paycheck to Paycheck this year.
For most of us, it's not a new thing, but yeah, I get it. It's new for you.
But I will tell you that.
We
So
still
tonight
have life for the rest of us.
So I'm having
What's
some.
that?
I'm having some Evan Williams single barrel vintage that my buddy David brought over for dinner last night.
That's a nice budget pour right there, bud.
Oh, yeah.
It is. It's probably, in my opinion, it
Not
might be the
worth the
best.
price.
It might be the best budget pour. Outside of, like, I think Woodford's is really good. It's a great staple, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
But my so last night I cooked dinner for David and I, and we had a great dinner. Dinner was fantastic. I will say that my bread making skills still not there yet. So I don't have anything to report there, and that's sad because I want to. But
Bread take patience. Are you doing sourdough or just regular bread?
So I bought a bread maker off of the TikToks, and
You don't need that. But go ahead.
I know I don't. I actually found out from one of my students that I can make it in my Dutch oven and stuff like
Bingo. That's the easiest way to start.
that. But by God, I want to use my bread maker. It makes loaves and stuff like that. I want to get good at it. I like to be resilient. I made my own yeast. I don't think my yeast was. I don't think it had enough. I don't think it spoiled enough is what it's supposed to do. I mean, it's supposed to, it's supposed to get when it gets the bubbles and stuff. That's actually the. I don't want to use the term bacteria, but that's actually what it's called. The bacteria builds out into it. I don't think it got enough into
right?
What?
The yeast or whatever, right? That has to
Yeah,
grow or something.
Yeah,
and
it has to
rise.
grow.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
you got to feed it. I named it Steve, by the way.
Generally, you call it proofing, and sourdough is
Yeah,
that's
it's
when
called
you have
proofing.
your-
That's exactly what it's called. So it's fermenting is
It
essentially.
is.
And
Oh.
so
Turning delicious
um,
little sugars into starches.
So that's what I need to do is start adding a little bit more sugar to it because I was initially growing it with the flour like I was told to do it via the interwebs. But
Oh, you're trying to make a sourdough.
no, I am. That is my ultimate goal is the sourdough.
Oh, yeah, that's easy peasy, but patience is required.
Man, tell me about it. It is a lot of patience, but I'm trying.
Because
I'm trying really hard.
I've got mine that I started almost 3 years ago now.
You still have the same yeast?
Yeah, the same starter. Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And here's the thing. One of the things that I did with it too, once I had it up, going, and productive, I took the discard from it and I got these silicone molds that people use to make sticks of butter with. No, I put my discard in there, wrapped it in parchment paper and froze it. And so when I have an issue with my regular starter, I bring that out, thaw that out, start it up brand new again.
Maybe I don't know who this
Maybe.
is. They have a question. What is your question?
What is your question?
It might get read out loud and answered.
But yeah, I can tell you how to walk yourself right through it. It's really very easy.
Well, I don't have time much this week because, like I said, it's in the term. It's
That's
also
okay.
in the semester. But if I can call you this weekend, I may set up some time before you leave. When you leave for Jamaica?
Saturday.
How are
Okay.
you going to be there?
Oh, I'm off on Fridays. Can I call you Friday?
Call me Friday.
I'll call you Friday.
Early Friday.
I'll do that.
Because we're traveling up to Pittsburgh, hotel up there the night before, so we don't have to worry about all the shit. But it is super easy to start your own starter. It really it's you overthink.
Well, I
it.
think I started it correctly. I think the problem I've had is
How old
I don't
is
think.
it?
Well, today. Well, I'm sorry. Wednesday it'll be 1 week old.
It's too young.
Yeah, that's what I think too, because it didn't rise. It didn't rise
Yep.
enough. And that generally
When
means you
we
have
first
a
started,
week.
when I first started doing mine, like the first day it was like, The first 2 or 3 days you got those what they call false rises,
Yeah.
and then it goes into like a little lull. And then once you get to that second week, yeah, every time you feed it, she's going to double.
So what do you feed yours? Do you feed it sugar or do you feed it?
Nope. Water and flour. I use bread
Yeah,
flour.
that's the way I do too,
I
is-
don't
is-
use the enriched. I don't use bleach flour. I use strictly nothing but bread flour.
Yeah.
Yep. And I've even thought about converting off of that and getting my own wheat grains and milling my own wheat.
Well, so that's what I'm doing right now is wheat grains with it.
Yeah.
So I did a heavy wheat on it, but this is not very bourbon related. So
no, but to start off with, you want a 1-1-1 ratio to get your starter up and running.
And that's what I did. And when I get finished here
you
tonight,
measure everything. Get yourself a scale that you can measure everything in grams with.
I do all that too. But yeah, let's talk about bourbon. So, but as everybody knows, I'm literally more than half the show are cooks, and we love to cook, and so we want to talk about it all the time.
Yes.
Because pairing is important too. By the way, the steak last night that was a nice medium rare. That was so good. It was more on the rare side, but it was good to have a lot of excess fat in it. Oh my God, it was so good.
Fat is flavor.
As a matter of fact, if you notice, David, I didn't even offer to give you any. I was like, oh, there's some extra. It's going in my little to-go box.
I still haven't finished everything you gave me. I still have the I don't know, it was the sausage and I don't know, potatoes.
No, it wasn't sausage. There were sausages, potatoes, but there was also fish.
The fish and steak are gone. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So those potatoes are garlic. They're lemon garlic potatoes with sausage in them. So
nice.
Italian sausage. No.
Oh, that sounds good. Hot or mild?
They're mild. Oh, we talking about the sausage?
Yeah,
the sausage. The sausage is a pure Italian, so it's garlic based.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'll be looking forward to eating that for dinner tomorrow, probably. So
yeah, and the fish was fantastic. It had my bourbon glaze on it, and I think you got all salmon because I made because my son and his. So my son and his. By the way, Saturday they're supposed to come out again. I was going to call. I'm wanting to celebrate with. I have a new Navy buddy that's going tomorrow morning into MEPS. I'm wanting to see because he likes fish and stuff like that. I'm wanting to see if maybe he would want to come out and Saturday. So my son's girlfriend, she loves to cook too, and we had agreed that this Saturday we're going to do cooking. She and I we're going to be two hens. I guess I'll be a hen. Going to be two hens in the kitchen. We're going to cook together, and I'm super stoked about that. I think it'd be fun to have an opportunity to cook with my son's girlfriend. But what's funny is my son is the only one that's actually been to culinary school. I mean, he's taken 3 years of culinary, and he's like, but I can do things too. I'm like, shh.
No.
The hens are talking. But,
shit.
The good thing is his mom's not cooking in because she did I ever tell you she put me in the hospital once making some tortilla soup for me. She almost killed me. I'm not even really playing at all. Not even remotely playing.
What was wrong with the tortilla soup?
Well, see, kind of like the same thing when she did her when she made my son a carrot cake one time. She had like real carrots just like still alive in it and in the cake. I don't think she understands you have to cook it.
You got to cook the carrots.
Yep. You got to do all the cooking. You got to do some cooking.
Okay.
Anyway, so I got salmonella and I was in the hospital from all the stuff that she made, and it was not good. But anyway, enough about all that. So you guys already know what I'm drinking now. What about you, Mr. Pours?
I'm drinking a little Lost Republic. Courtesy.
By the way, when you get finished with that one, keep that bottle because I want that bottle back.
Yeah, I'll get you the bottle back. I can do that.
That's probably my favorite bottle ever made because it has my flag on it from where I'm Southern California. So, and I know I gave that to you. That came from the BBC. Mark came from him, and he sent that to me, and I was like, it's really young. It's a young tasting bourbon, but it's only I think it's only 2.5 years, maybe 3.
Really? See if I can. Probably not going to say. 45.5% alcohol.
Gino, what do you have?
I'm not going to bore you guys to tears trying to read the label here.
No. this is something new for me. I saw it. I've seen it online. A lot of people posting about it. A lot of people talking about it. They seem to like it. And yes, I am one of those people. This is Pursuit United. This is their double oaked. Reminds me a lot of Woodford's double oak. It's not as, to my feeling, not as caramel heavy as Woodford, but it comes in a lot sweeter.
Interesting.
I'm still delving in a lot of the flavors and stuff, and it's let's see, 108 proof.
What's the price point?
This I picked it up for $69 today, and it's a blend. It's a blend of low rye and wheated bourbons. So, and like I said, it's something brand new to me. I'm not even sure. I haven't done any research on it whatsoever, other than I've seen other people like it. They've said a lot of good things about it. I was interested in it. It was on the shelf today. I said, today's a good day.
So I was listening to probably the funniest episode of Brook and Jubal in the morning. And I don't know how I missed it, 'cause I thought I've listened to all of Brook and Jubal. And so they were talking about, so they had this, there's this one, it's freaking hilarious. I should send it to everybody in the group. By the way, if you're not part of the VIP, you should be, but I should send it to them. And it's really, it's funny because of all the things that happens. But anyway, this girl was talking about how she likes Manhattans, or this guy was talking about this girl that likes Manhattans and stuff like that. And she was talking about, and so Brooke, one of the hosts, she was immediately said, well, you know, so she can handle her bourbon. I'm like, that's technically not true. It's a rye. It's supposed to be in there. I personally have bourbon sport in mine. However, I still think the 4-year Willet is really, really good rye. And I do think the Angels Envy, they have a rye as well that's really, really good. And I'm not a rye drinker, so
that Angel Envy.
You talk about the one that you talk about the finished rye?
Yes.
When it's finished in rum cask,
yeah. Finished rye. And I think that's the reason why I like it, is because it's finished in rum cask, and it has a really sweet but aged taste to it. So, which I think they get from the go ahead. You know.
I'm getting a lot of cherry Dr. Pepper with this.
Really?
I do like cherry Dr. Pepper.
I need to get another one of these.
Yep.
You like it that much, huh?
Yeah, no, this is very delicious.
Pursuit, you said.
Yeah.
I'll have to keep an eye. I don't think I've ever seen it on the shelf.
I have seen it. I have seen it.
Pursuit United. It's like, it's kind of nondescript. You look at the label. I mean, these are raised letters in the glass. Kind of look at it. It's like very nondescript. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. But
well, that's kind of like Bardstown.
Bardstown, very much puffery on this at all.
Well, it's kind of like I was going to say. It's kind of like Bardstown. Bardstown, their bottle. So is what is August? Frank August. That's also.
I say the bottle looks like Frank August.
Yeah,
they put where the blend came from.
Interesting.
Part of this came from Bardstown Bourbon Company, Tennessee Distilling Partner, and Finger Lakes Distilling.
Finger
Those are the three that contributed to this.
Interesting.
There you have it.
According to the puffery on the label, it has been aged 36 months in seasoned French oak with a medium toast.
So that means it was aged after the fact, because
after they blended.
I was going to say, if it's a bourbon, it has to be aged minimum 4 years, single distillate and stuff of that nature. So that for them to have that on there, they have to have that, unless it's not, unless that's puffery. You know,
the sad thing about it, it does not have a real age statement beyond that.
Man, I'll tell you, I had some wine the other day when I was out on Suits Night, which is SUITS, Suits Night, with my son, and Michelle was with me, and then there was also Daisy, Preston's person, and I had some wine with Michelle that was fantastic. It was a really, really good white wine.
Okay, what was it?
I wish I could remember. She could remember, but it was really, really good. I'm not a wine drinker, or definitely not a wine connoisseur. It was definitely a type of Chardonnay, but it was really, it really had some upfront fun with it that made it feel like it was mouthful that you would normally get with like a red, versus the, most whites are really, not to rhyme, are really light, right?
Very light mouthfeel.
Yeah, and so I a lot of times don't like the whites because of the upfront mouthfeel on it. Feels a lot like a rye, right? It's too light for me. But this one was really, really full. But now I also like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did pick up a couple Kendall Jackson's whites and a decoy white Chardonnay, all three Chardonnays, and those were fantastic up front too. But they were better paired with other light food, if that made sense. Whereas I was getting a pork chop from Circa, like this 1.5 inch thick, pork chop, and I was like, "Are you sure we should be drinking?" And she's like, "I'm telling you, you can have. You want to keep it your mouth, that mouthfeel. You want to keep it kind of light." And we had this. I was like, "She's like, I'm gonna get another one." I'm like, "I am too." You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so good. I was like, so that's what we had until I did eventually switch over to a bourbon. I don't remember what kind of bourbon I had, but I did have a bourbon at some point. But Circa is a white tablecloth place. It's in Thompson Station, Tennessee. It's a 5-star restaurant. It's really, really good.
Okay.
The meat comes from my farm. The steak does, I should say. The cow comes from my farm. It's a really good place. It's really, really got a good atmosphere. Good crowd. It's a small venue, so it probably seats maybe 35, 40 people.
Nice.
It's very like intimate almost.
Yeah. So it's which is ideal size for a restaurant. Like, I was talking to one of my students that's in my undergrad entrepreneurship classes, and I didn't know his mom and grandmother are the owners of Princess, not Princess, Princess, like Prince, plural.
Princess.
Yeah.
Or not plural, but possessive. Possessive.
Oh, okay.
Princess hot chicken, which is a Nashville staple. And I'm sitting here like, dude, you should be able to tell me about this kind of business, not me tell you about it. But he was wanting to do a place that could hold maybe 90 people. I'm like, and I was telling him in there, I'm like, dude, that's how you figure out revenue. If you're not filling 90 seats. Well, that place is a Nashville staple. It's seats like 100 people. It's going to seat 100 people because it's a Nashville staple. Yeah. I didn't know this until he told me, and I was like, and then I went and looked, and like he had his family had the people from Uncle Nearest there as well. Like, so Miss V was there and all this stuff. Had a bunch of celebrities. Shaq was there, Shaquille O'Neal and stuff. And I'm like, dude, why don't you tell me how to run a business? I know I'm supposed to be the one that's teaching because this over here tells me I can. But what I'm saying is,
but there's also doing it.
Yeah, but you're doing it. You're doing it at the most optimal level. But he was wanting to do 90 people at first. I'm like, dude, it's revenue. 90 people seats. That's a cafeteria is what I'm thinking of,
Yeah, it's pretty decent size.
But when you have some places like Prince, possessive, Prince's, hot chicken. Because when he first told me, I was like, Princess. And I was like, I can't find Princess's hot chicken. He's like, not Princesses. It's Princess.
Is this like the first time you've heard of Princess, or were you just
it is. It was the first time. Dude, I'm not from Tennessee, so I didn't know.
I'm not either, but like, I mean, like when people come to Tennessee or people come to Nashville, it's like, well, what's the thing? What's the tourist thing to do?
Hot chicken is one of the things. Yeah,
the hot chicken.
Princess hot chicken. It's like Prince's and Hattie B's. Like those are the two.
Well, his family owns his family. He's on scholarship playing basketball at this school, but his family owns that restaurant.
Oh, cool.
Obviously, I can't say anything about the student, but anyway,
nope.
But he, I was like, wow, you want to come up teach class? You can come teach class. I'll sit back here in the back and I will take plentiful notes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, don't know where we're going with this.
I don't know.
I was talking about restaurants, and I was talking about different things that I've tried recently.
We started with the wine.
Yep. But I will tell you that recently my palate for bourbon, like David's been on here recently. I've kind of like cleaned out all of my top shelf stuff. I still have some top shelf stuff, but I've kind of like tried to clean it all out because I'm trying to start anew, if that makes sense, of stuff that's me and someone else picks out together, not me and David, but me and somebody else. I gave David 66 bottles. So
damn, you got another infusion, Dave.
When you go to his house, it looks hilarious. You walk into the kitchen.
Counter. Yep.
Yeah, he has this one like a almost like a chef's pantry counter that kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it does when it has bourbon all sitting on it. And it's like a big counter too. So it's like
imagine my kitchen's like it comes to a corner, and that's where the pantry is. On one side, it's like the microwave,
like kitchen. Like a kitchen.
Yeah. And then the other side is this big long counter, with the the cabinets and all that stuff.
Nice.
Big long counter. There is nothing but liquor on it. Like
that whole counter is like 100 bottles of liquor on it.
Yeah, at least.
And when I was over at his house to help him move a couch that he said I wouldn't have to help move, all I had to do was be the truck.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I remember. I did. I actually thought about that the other day because I was watching this guy. He's a TikToker, but it was on X. That's because I told you my algorithm on X is what screwed up. And I think I posted in our retards laughing at inappropriate shit thing. And so this guy
probably you post a lot of shit from X, and I just habitually, that's from X. I'm not going to look at that.
So anyway, he posts this thing, and all he does is like, "You're gay if you do this." And then like one of the things he posts in there, he's like some 50-something-year-old man like myself, and he's like, "You're gay if you call me to ask you to move. I'm never going to help anybody move. Never." Like this. So if you call me, you're gay. One of those kind of things. And I was thinking, I was like, right on.
Yeah, and I knew I've never asked you to help move.
No, you did. You did not.
I asked about the truck is what I did. Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, you did not ask me to help you move.
Okay.
You're like, hey, can I borrow? Can you drive your truck and just pick it up? Honestly, I think you would probably just came out and picked up my truck and left your car or whatever.
Yeah.
If I would.
I got another buddy when I was moving.
Yeah.
That's what I did a couple of times. I said, hey man, can I borrow your truck this weekend? I know I'd bring him a bottle or something as a thank you, but like. I borrow his old truck, and I used to move stuff around all the time. Like, not a big deal. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I was cool with that. I mean, I honestly didn't have a problem with it all. We went, had a great dinner together, great fellowship and stuff afterwards. We went meet you, Michelle, and your person.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot I had to pause on the name, but we all went out and had dinner at the Albury's. Albury's was nice that night too, right there in Lebanon. I know that I don't say Lebanon correctly, but people that can read from left to right know that I'm saying it correctly. Just saying.
Yeah, but
dude, speaking of people that can't read from left to right correctly, so Steven reached out to me today, and he's like,
that's an introduction right there.
Yeah. So he reached out to me. He's like, hey man, he doesn't text me, just calls me, and I'm like, man, I don't blame him. I have a really rough day, and so as soon as I pick up the phone, he's like, so tell me about this shooter. What do you think about him? I'm like, well, I read his manifesto. I mean, he seems like he's somebody on your team there, tough guy. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and whatever. And so I just let it go, and he's like, he just wants to dig. He just wants to dig. Yep. I'm like, and so I told him, I said, look, I've had to take 2 of my psychotic pills today because of work. I don't know that my body can take 3. So we're gonna have to not do those.
We're gonna change this conversation.
Yep. Yeah. I said, so I'm choosing to let you go at this point. He's like, and so then he sends me a text later. He's like, so what's going on, man? I'm like, dude, it's end of term, end of semester. I'm working a lot. I'm teaching more in this semester than I have in a long time, and I'm really busy. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't have time for your nonsense. Plus, I'm dealing with a personal thing, right? Yeah. And so I'm like, I just don't have time for your nonsense, right? And he's like, I get it. He did. And he goes, but I'm society. We're all happy you took your second psychotic medicine. I'm like, I appreciate that, bro. So
that's an interesting way to thank you for taking care of yourself. But yeah. I think that's the whole thing with politics, and I'm not going to get into it, but like, there is so much shit going on in our lives. Like, why the fuckery continues to happen with all this stuff?
Actually, I read a really interesting. I didn't read it today. I read it last night after you left. I was sitting there in bed and I was just like reading stuff. I know it sounds sick to people who don't work in research, but I was reading some research that was out, and they were saying that the most violent group, political violence group, excuse me. Thank you. Is this younger population?
Yeah.
Because they're all online and stuff. I'm sorry. Anyway, they're all online, and so it's this whole I want to feel relevant and stuff with whatever I got to say online and this, that, and whatever, and I'm wanting likes and stuff, and so they're really pushing the like for example, I don't think it's anybody's real guess here, but I'm not a big fan of I was never a big fan of Obama, right? But it's not because he was black. So let's just put that out there. It's not because he was black. It's because I just didn't like his policies. And I thought he was arrogant and stuff of that nature. All right. But I never would want, as much as I make fun of Michelle Obama, I would never want anything to happen to where his kids or his wife or lover, we can call it whatever, would be without him, right?
You're trying so hard, man. You're trying so hard. I appreciate you.
The proper word is partner.
Partner. I'm not part of the LGBTQI.
No, I am not either. But
so I don't know how to properly say all that. But
the proper navigation through it.
But my point being is that I would never, to get back on script here real quick. To be fair, I would never want to see anything happen to him. No. Violently, never. Like, I think that would be horrible for this country, if something happened to him. And I want to make sure we're very clear on this. I loathe that man. Like, I hate him with my soul. All right. Like, I really hate him. But I would not ever want anything to happen to him because I was like, that's just not how you do things. But then I hear this, after that shooting, they were showing pictures of the protesters outside, and they were like, "Death to tyranny" and stuff like this. And I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like, you guys think it's a lot worse than the world is, and it's And when I see these no kings, I'm like, you realize if we had a king, you guys wouldn't be doing this, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know we're not all the same political beliefs because David feels different, but at the same time, David, who might be opposite me politically, knows this, and this is a fact. If I was ever, which I won't ever be running for office, but let's just say I did, he knows that I would never excommunicate him from his what his concerns are, because they matter to me, right? So, and here's the real thing. I honestly think he would feel the same way if it was reverse situation.
Yeah, I try to listen to everybody, That's what I did when I did my, political podcast. I tried to give everyone a fair shot. It just people just didn't really want to see that. As it turns out.
We live in a very dark times when it comes to Gino was around, but I wasn't around in the 60s, so I don't remember all the nonsense that happened in the 60s. I've only read about it, but I feel like we might be in a very dark time like that. Very similar to.
I think where we're at is a bit worse than what it was.
And I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you.
Even then, you could still disagree with someone and they're not going to pull a gun and blow your head off.
Well, here's the thing. So let's just
nowadays, when you disagree with somebody, they become unhinged. It's like the only thing that they are willing to accept is their personal little belief. and what anybody else has to say contrary to that, oh my God, they can't handle it. They're just gone.
So this is a good segue into what would you drink if it was going to be like you were having to deal with that person? What would you drink?
If I had
I'll ask you first, Gino. What would you drink? And guys, I apologize. Allergies are bad. I do apologize.
No, it's
everyone's been told it's been a lot.
What's
you
that?
know, it depends what it would depend, but I would drink something not necessarily very high proof because I would like to be able to keep my wits with me.
It's funny you say that. I was totally thinking the opposite. I would like my wits to go away. Just be like,
no,
I'd almost be sitting there like a Down syndrome kid. Like it's like,
no, I want to have my wits with me because you know when
I don't mean that bad. I think Down syndrome people are the people that have the best vision for the world. I really do.
They really do. They're beautiful people, and where I was going at is I would like to have my wits with me because when you're having discussions with individuals nowadays, the younger individuals nowadays, they have no clue when to stop to begin with. They become emotionally deranged to begin with, and I would like to have enough wits left with me for this discussion that I know when I should shut up before this person takes a deep end plunge.
Well, see, that's the reason why I was saying that.
You know, you get in that discussion, and you know you're not reaching any kind of balance.
That's kind of the general problem, though, is that people are not going to reach each other when people engage in debate anymore. Instead of it being an exchange of ideas, we used to believe in the common market of ideas. All this. None of that's real. None of that really. People don't do that anymore. That's not.
We did last night. We actually had
we had a conversation. Yes, we did. But I mean, generally speaking, when people come to each other with contentious ideas that are just fundamentally incompatible, usually the thing that happens is that you just hate each other more at the end of the conversation. Like that's real. That's
pretty
much any social media interaction.
What these kids are doing now.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, for myself, I remember it was actually one particular episode of my podcast when I did it. This guy, he had this very, very bizarre theory, and he wanted us to kind of entertain it. And I was sitting there with well-behaved James, and we pretty much sat and destroyed a bottle of whiskey. I can't remember what we were drinking at the time, just to get through what he was saying. And this was like one of these philosopher types, and he was trying to use like quantum physics to justify like the nuclear family or something like that. And I'm like, this is kind of batshit crazy. Like, this is just crazy pants, but we're recording and it's live and we're in this now.
Out there.
And we got to get the fuck through it somehow. This man is very weird.
Well, I do think the nuclear family is ideal, but I don't think that's always pragmatic.
True.
Whether or not it is, using the idea of like quantum entanglement theory to justify it.
No.
I don't know how you bring
quantum
entanglement theory into that. So that's hard.
That's why we were curious and we regretted it immediately.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that when that's a bridge too far. I'd like to hear the rest of that, like
exactly. I'd be interested just listening to that.
Would too.
Not sober, but yeah.
Sure. I'd probably listen to it sober. Start with sober, and then
start sober.
And then that's back where we're at. What would I pick? I'd probably want to do something that's a little higher proof, and I'd just be like,
yes,
great story. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get through this somehow.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying. It depended on the topic and where I would pick. But yeah, probably something nice, mellow, depending on the topic. But for Dave's companion, probably a little something more edgier.
Something like that. But if you're having a conversation that's more likely to be productive, we'll go with something lower proof, something that you and your interlocutor, fancy term for debate partner or conversation partner, would both enjoy, and that could be actually something that you guys bond over.
Probably,
I think that's
this is really good bourbon. I'm enjoying
it. Buffalo Trace to start off with, and then move up the chain.
But here's the thing: what he just said is debate partner. I don't think that it should be open to debate. And that's like, some people just need to flush their ideas. And so you hear them out and you let the world say, yeah, that sounded really stupid, and let them do that to themselves.
There was one meme that I saw. I don't know if I sent it to you guys or not.
Well, you excommunicated yourself from our retards laughing at.
Did I do that?
I don't know, but I sent the one with Michelle Obama on top of the guy, and that's hilarious.
Okay, I'll have to check and see if I'm still in there. I might have muted it, but there was a meme, and I don't remember what platform it was. And you're talking about letting that person finish doing his whole spew, and you point out how stupid they are. And here it was some college campus, some stupid place. And this guy's got this vest on.
Real quick, that doesn't reflect my views. I'm on one every day.
Yeah, no. This was some stupid place. This guy has some reflective vest on, and he approaches this person who's videoing and says, you can't walk on, you can't come over here. This is where our protest is going to be in. And he's explaining to her why she can't go out there on this common grass area under this tree thing. That's where our protest is. You can't enter here. Oh, so you're trying to be like Border Patrol, saying we can't come into your country? Is that what you're doing? Just pointing out how stupid he was trying to be for their stupid protest about ICE agents.
Yeah, I've heard some of those, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole tonight.
But I found it absolutely hilarious because she just basically, he had nothing to say because she kept pointing out. So I can't come in. I can't come into your little place.
No. So you're talking about Caitlin. That's her name. Is who you're talking about. I know I've seen that video. It's Caitlin. But here's the thing. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole tonight. I was merely pointing out if you had that person, what would you drink? Because we're moving into May and we're talking about things we'd want to drink in May that might be coming up. And I will tell you that I got a feeling this is going to be a very hot summer. So I think it's going to be one of the hotter ones that we've had because it's been so dry. And I think that's going to be a significant part of it is that the humidity is probably going to be low, but it's going to be hot. And so I fear, I wish Justin would respond back to me because he could tell me, but I got a feeling that, that's like one of the things that I have going on right now. I have a huge bonfire I want to build. I don't want to build. It's already set up, ready to go, but it's because I've been doing a lot of trimming and stuff, but I need some rain to wetten the ground because dude, if I light that thing right now, next thing you know, the forest may burn down and then I'm no longer have 12 acres. I still have 12 acres, but it'd be 12 acres of dust. You know what I'm saying?
Ash. Yeah. No, I get you on that, but yeah, it's been a very weird spring for us too. It's like, 80 degrees one day, the next day I've got snow on the ground.
You still getting snow?
Wild weather.
Yeah, we had snow last Monday. I had snow on the ground.
Wow.
That is so wild. Well, it was cold. It was cold here last Monday.
That Sunday beforehand, it was 80 degrees. I'm on the porch, in shorts, having a cigar and bourbon on my porch in the evening. And the following morning I get up, there's effing snow all over the place.
Wow.
And really, I'm not that far north. I am up in the mountains. So yes, we do pick up sort of this precipitation. Mm-hmm. And yes, we've had snow all the way up into May. I think it was a couple years ago. I think it was like May 9th, and we had like about 4 inches of snow on the ground.
It's funny. So I was moving from Jacksonville, Florida to Whidbey Island, Washington. This is my first duty station, and was going to a unit up in Whidbey Island, Washington, and so I drove from Jacksonville, stopped in Tennessee because my parents had already moved to Tennessee, obviously because I graduated from Mount Juliet and stuff. So I spent some time with them. I had I don't remember how many days I had off, but I was had some time to burn at home, and then I had the rest of the trip to go. Right. And so I'm from Southern California originally, so I'm wearing board shorts and flip flops. Right. You know, I go through Montana. I don't remember what it goes through Butte. I don't remember what freeway that is, but it's
Yep.
whatever you guys call it, interstate or whatever, but it's a freeway. It's like I-something, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm going through it, and I'm driving a U-Haul with this is back in 1995 or so. I'm driving a U-Haul that has a regulator on it, and I have my Civic on a full trailer behind it, the Civic EX Coupe. And it was sharp. It was red, candy apple red, and it had the sunroof in it, and it had the wing on the back, and it was not like a Mexican wing, it had like a cool wing. All this stuff. And so I'm driving it, and I get out, so I had to go through this pass, and I'm like, and so I stopped at the rest area before the pass. And I get out, and there's like a foot of snow on the ground, and I'm in flip-flops or thongs from the West. If you're from the West Coast, they're called thongs. But I had flip-flops on. I had on board shorts, no underwear, because you don't wear underwear with board shorts.
But yeah,
and then a t-shirt, and I'm like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done in my life, right? and all I could think of is I'm gonna be that person that dies, or I'm gonna have to figure out where, like after a crash, where my clothes are that have some heat in them, to keep me warm. But I went through there, and there was so much snow, and I was like, it was May 11th. And the reason why I remember that is because that's my mother and father's anniversary. And so I remember going through there at May 11th, and I was like, wow, this is crazy how much snow there is. Most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
You were talking about, you're having your drought here this spring. John, the Iceman, was on here, last month?
Talking about the snow.
Weird. Yeah. There was very little snow out in Colorado this year. It's like, damn, that's not good.
I got a feeling it's going to be a bad year for forest fires. So California, if you hadn't heard, watch out, because your governor sucks.
This is true.
So might be some more. And what's funny is you won't be able to rebuild within like 12 years because who knows when they're ever going to be able to rebuild in Palisades. So anyway.
This is why we drink. The world's just a big old mess.
It is, dude. It is a big old mess. It is a big freaking mess. Between when you look at I was talking to David about this last night. I'm retired from the military. I don't need to work. I just work because I want to. Like, I love teaching, and I know you don't, but what I'm saying is I still enjoy doing. I'm only 51 years old. I still enjoy doing what I do. Right.
Not a problem.
And things of that nature. And I sit here and look at this, and I'm like, this is a janky world we live in. like today, like with the student I was telling you about that complained on me, I was like, wow, what an entitled person. Didn't want to do the retake plan for this specific test.
Okay.
And it was like, well, I got competency in that area. And I'm like, okay, well, that's great. I'm glad you did. But that just means you were competent on that test. That doesn't mean you're going to be competent each and every time.
Yeah.
You were competent with those questions and those questions only. Doesn't mean you were and by the way, you were on the line. like competency right here, and then there's more competency, and then there's exemplary if you go further to the right, and then there's where the line is, and then there's approaching competency, and then unsuccessful. You know what I'm saying? Or unsatisfied.
Is like, you don't know how much he studied his ass off just to make the cusp.
Right. And they
wanted more than once, bud.
They wanted to complain about it. I was like, look, I was like, look, I'm not trying to make you do anything punitive. And they're like, they immediately responded back with, well, I didn't say anything you were making me do was punitive. I'm like, I think you ought to read the emails. You did say that. Back and forth.
Tone suggests otherwise.
And I'll be honest with you, my program director, because I CC'd her in the I didn't BCC her, I CC'd her in that, and I was like, because I was like, this is going to be a complaint, and sure enough, it was. And she was like, I just want to make sure we're clear on this. Dr. Lamont said this, and this, and yes, I'll move the student to a different professor to work with if that's what you feel is going to be advantageous for the student. Mm-hmm. But do make sure the student understands they got to follow Dr. Lamont's plan,
the process.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Because he's not wrong in what he says. You got to partner with your professor, and you got to find an avenue for success. And that's the bad thing about teaching online. Some of it is that they're like, "Well, I don't like bald people," and then I'm screwed right away, right? Yeah.
And people are always braver online. I mean, I don't.
Of course they are.
It is.
Yeah,
it's definitely more of the younger people that are more. Wow, we talked about nothing for almost 51 minutes.
Cool.
Talk about how much young people suck, and country's in turmoil, and it's all going to catch on fire this summer.
No, it's going to catch on fire.
That's what we drink.
Except for Oklahoma, they've had a lot of tornadoes. They've had a lot of rain.
Wow. my brother was directly in one. It hit like the neighbor's house, like the next street over or something.
In Oklahoma,
couple months ago. Yeah, he was living there with his girlfriend.
So I got a friend. I got a colleague of mine, Amber. She lives in Oklahoma. She works for the University of Oklahoma, and I need to reach out to her because the last I heard was she had a falling incident where it looks like she got beat up in a bar fight, and I need to reach out to her and find out if she's gonna make it. And what I mean by that is she's got first of all, she's a hell of a professor, and then her husband is the most OU person you think in the world. Like he's a boomer sooner. And like they've been married for 30 years or so. Like they have 4 or 5 kids. But Amber is one of those kind of people that will go out in the backyard, like when the dog's not producing anymore, and just shoot the dog. You know, she's one of those kind of people. And then be like, be totally like, what's her name? Freaking super hot chick that was the DHS secretary.
Are you gonna say Christy Nome? I don't think she was super hot. She had a super hot butt plane, apparently.
Well, I mean, she didn't have a penis, so I can understand why you would say that. But what I'm saying is that
wow. Okay. Jesus.
Damn. Left turn. Boom.
But anyway, she would go out there and just like, well, the dog's not producing, just shoot the dog. And it is what it is, you know? Yeah. Whereas I'm an animal lover, and I'm sure she is too. But what I'm saying is, like, even retarded animals, just like retarded people, like I put up with David. I mean, why can't we put up with retarded people? You know,
I need to start saying that about you.
You could. You have to do it on your own show, but
oh hell.
I'm just playing. David and I are best friends. Like I sent him a very heartfelt message last night. You know I did. Then I'm fortunate you hadn't brought up. So
I'm gonna let it go.
We're
good.
But listen, we're like 7 minutes before the end of this. So it's been fun, it's been real. Like, love, laugh.
If you want, if you have a reason to laugh, you should laugh. You can make up a reason to laugh.
Yeah. Either way, share, paternal notifications, and subscribe.
And we'll probably pay our bills by next time.
Or not. Could happen.
Maybe.
Or we could just do it like this with no intro. Just roll up in here and be like, hey, this is
free. Like this. If you look at the algorithm, it's like a lot of people, no people. A lot of people, no people.
Yeah, it was really weird. 3 people all over the place tonight. Be like 3, 5, 31, 17.
Okay. It's like, who was that? May, whatever.
Yeah, she had a question,
but she never did ask her question.
I'm like, May, you could have asked her question.
Just ask the question.
I'm certain she's
not.
We
don't know it. We'll make it up. It's all good. It'll sound good.
I come back. So long as you don't do like what this guy did.
Yeah, that guy is
He's
just like, how old are you? It's like, none of your damn.
How old are you? Like, what a weird fucking thing to say to somebody. Like,
I'm an old person.
Like, we're all adults. What are you? What grade are you in? Like, I mean, give you a sense of who you're talking to, probably. But anyway, neither here nor there.
David's the youngest one of all of us. So
That's
Mr.
right.
Boris,
I'm
Mr.
an old
Boris
fart. Get off my lawn, motherfucker. Excuse my language. Sorry. But still,
I did pretty good with not cussing a whole lot tonight. So
I did.
Pretty fucking good.
Not bad.
But I can make a mean steak and baked potato. Baked potato. Tell me that ain't the best baked potato you ever had.
Fantastic baked potato. That's why I was asking you for pointers on how you make it. And I'm like, I can maybe make.
Not only that, the asparagus, was it not freaking fantastic?
It was good. My
no one likes
like asparagus, but
I
like it. No, I do like
care
asparagus.
For it, but I'll eat it. But I don't care for it. I just don't know if I've had it cooked
what
right.
I think you have to do with asparagus is you have to. My thing to do with it, either grill it or roast it. And I think what you need to do is let it know that Billy would be against this, but you put it in a lot of butter with a little bit of. I have to give Michelle kudos for this. She was like, "Why aren't you saving your bacon grease?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm retarded. I don't know what that's about." And so I started saving. As I have a whole thing.
You try not to cuss, but you say retarded profusely. Like,
but
are we cutting out the language?
That's what he's saying. It's like, no, save your bacon grease, dude.
No, I do now. I do it now. So anyway, but that's not a cuss word though. Retarded? Come on, man.
It's a slur.
I disagree.
You're using it like a slur.
No, I don't mean it for like don't touch my helmet.
Nobody believes that. Nobody believes that.
Everybody believes that.
No. You may have convinced yourself, but you're a party.
No one thinks I use retarded the wrong way.
Here's the thing, though, Dave. Here is the thing on the context that Jody was using that word.
Retarded.
When I grew up.
I know. The way I grew up, it was very normal. It's still normal. I get it. I just don't like it because it's for that population.
No, it's not against those population. It's not against the don't touch my helmet people. It's against
I understand where you're at. I'm just kind of like playing
those people. I love those people.
No, those people.
I think that don't touch my helmet people. I love those people. As a matter of fact, I go and support their causes. I went to one of their baseball games recently at their inclusive field. I think that's awesome. So I am definitely not that guy.
No,
what I'm saying is, people who think they're smart or whatever, and they say stupid ass shit, they're retarded. Like they're choosing to be retarded.
Dave, he's not using it in the context that you're applying it.
No, he is specifically, but I'm choosing to let it go. But anyway, we're gonna like and share and subscribe and bells and whistles and all that good stuff.
Hey, it's all beautiful.
We did all that.
Cool. So we're good.
All right. So this is go ahead and end the show. Been fun, been real.
It has. And
it hasn't.
I've had a good time still. I disagree about some shit.
We had an RIT specialist not be able to start the show right, but that's okay.
It's because they didn't pay the bills. And also my monitor is dying. So
I know, because at one point I was just me. I'm like, hey guys, just me here tonight. I know that there might be a couple old women that might be excited about that, but outside of that, that's really all it would be. Really old women.
Hey, we got fantasies too.
I mean, it's old women, but I mean,
the reason why I say that. So
you haven't seen.
So Steven, I'm gonna tell you why. So Steven reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, you want to go do something this weekend?" I'm like, "Sure, let's go." This is this past weekend. And I was like, he's like, the Miss Roper convention is out. I'm like, you mean from Three's Company, like the Miss Ropers? I'm like, all right, what do you want to do? And he goes, let's go to Edley's. They're supposed to come to Edley's. I'm like, all right. So we go to Edley's and it's quiet and we're having a good time. And then all of a sudden these geriatrics come in. All right.
Who cares?
Like with red hair on top of it, because they're looking like Mrs. Roper from Three's Company.
Yeah.
They're coming in and they got loud. And I'm like, dude, we could just leave. I don't think our waitress even knows we're here anymore, you know? And he's like, I'm going to hook up with one of them. I'm like, why? Why are you going to do that? Why are we going to do this? I'm like, go find the birthday girl. So there was one birthday girl. She had a sash on, say she was a birthday girl. And I'm like, dude, just go give her a kiss. Tell her you love her, or happy birthday, whatever. Trust me, younger than anything she's going to find all night. All right, just do it. And he couldn't do it. He tried to do it. He couldn't do it. So I went over there.
I was surprised. Wow.
I was like, so I gave the woman a hug and I gave her a kiss on the cheek. I'm like, happy birthday. And she's like, oh, I just want you. Like, can they wrap you and put a ribbon on you? And I'm like, oh, see, this is not what I was going for. What I was going for is I was trying to show my buddy who doesn't know how to do any of this stuff that you just go in there and just say nice things and move on. Like, let's pay our bill and move on. And so I did. I paid our bill and we moved on. Well, first of all, I want to make sure we're very clear. Steven paid his portion too. He we went to several different places. Me and Steven did. And then I drove home and I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad I'm over that. And then I seen my cousin, she posted from that place over by Opera Mills. I forget the name of the place. And these women were still out like at 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, oh my God. Like these,
go get it.
Like, did their heart, like their pacemakers make it that long? I mean, what's going on here? Like, why are we still doing this? Right. And so anyway, yeah, that's how it went. And so anyway, long story short, that's what we did. We're 2 minutes over. Guys, been fun, been real. Like, love, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you're not part of the VIP, be part of the VIP. Reach out to Jim. Jim will get you in the VIP. If you
probably not, but it's okay.
Well, he's a gatekeeper.
Hey,
there you go.
And to quote a very good friend of ours, be good to yourselves.
Be good to yourselves. Cheers, guys. We'll see you next week.
Yep.